This all started after I'd done my top 5 Scarface clip thing I did. And then you be ghosted about, oh, you should react to Boondock Saints. So I watched it. So I've never seen it before. And it's fun and awesome. To a point of where I said, you should do it with me, because you know more about the film than I do, and you can talk about it as well. And then the top 5 thing that we said about didn't quite work for other films, because I said about Pulp Fiction, some other films along those lines. So now I changed my format, and then UB Ghost helped with that as well, helped define it. I've stressed him out so much.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all love. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of go through, why this one, what makes it awesome, some random stuff about it, and then a few scenes from each of us, and then just kind of recap from there. But I'm gonna kind of run through it with you guys. And yeah, if anyone's not familiar with the Boondock Saints, fair warning, there are gonna be spoilers.
Shit.
Spoiler warning in chat.
Yeah.
Has very much adult themes. I mean, honestly, Krugsy, I think that's where we kick it off, is where we got a clip of Willem Dafoe, who was in the movie,
Yes.
talking about it. Yeah, I think that's where we kick it off, because he does touch on the fact that there are some adult themes in here. And he kind of explains how the movie even got created in the first place. Kind of more of an accident than anything.
Listen, yeah.
Saints was a movie by Troy Duffy that became something of a cult hit, pretty much all over the world. But it was a movie that never really had a proper release. It started with, if you don't know the story, Troy Duffy was working in a bar that had a lot of industry people in it, and he also really loved movies. And
Damn.
Yeah, it was super cool seeing a legend of his acting status talk about it in that candid of a state. But yeah, there's a lot of politically incorrect things, but it's a movie to make you think at the end of the day. That's what I like about it.
Definitely.
That's what I always loved, is it makes you look at things different, gives you thought-provoking ideas on vigilantism, and justice in general. Because yeah, I mean, Krugsy, the brothers, they have the tattoos on their hands: Veritas and Aquitas, Truth and Justice. Yeah, what made you first jump out at the movie when I recommended it?
Yeah. So what was that question?
Yeah, what kind of made you jump to the movie when I recommended it? Because I didn't really think you'd take to it, let alone as the first segment.
Yeah, one was definitely the name. I was like, Boondock, that's got a real cool ring to it. Normally, that's what if you back in the record collecting days, you'd look at the album cover and go, oh, that's a cool album cover, I'm gonna listen to that. Even if you've not heard of the band before. That's what I was like with this film. I looked at the name and was like, that sounds pretty cool, I'm gonna give that a go.
Yeah, and then you see the cover. The cover looks pretty sweet. You're like, it's actually something I could get behind.
Yeah, and then the opening scene, obviously we'll get into in a minute.
If you want, we could start it off with the opening scene, actually, and kind of jump and intersperse the clips during this discussion if you want. We don't have to strictly save them for the end. It's up to you. Yeah, because it is relevant, that opening scene, for sure. That's kind of the part, the minute you put the movie on, it grabs you.
Yeah,
it's
definitely
very powerful right away. So yeah, but that's super cool though that you enjoyed it as much as you did, because this has been a favorite of mine for years.
Yeah, who doesn't love the Irish accent? That also just grabs you. In any film with an Irish accent in it, you're like, yes, because they just like we said, the opening scene just grabs you from the beginning, and this is why this was your first pick of this film.
Yeah, well, hey, you agreed too, sir, didn't you? When you had your separate top 5 list, this one was on there.
And this was I had my first choice.
You had the other one. Actually, yeah, number 2. That's right. You had the second one that attacked for this.
Yeah, you said to swap this. You said to swap that one with this one, because it makes it. makes more.
Yeah, it kind of captures the attention.
Yeah, pretty much. I think any of the top 5 lists I would have done on the original format, pretty much all of the films would have been. The number 1 would have been the opening of the films. None of this is Karate Kid, which it takes way too long to get to the point. They could have just started that film from when he just gets out of the car and they're in Los Angeles. They didn't need to do the whole journey. But this one grabs you straight from the beginning.
Well,
there's no going to place.
No, this is a very interesting film in the sense that it is more of a film than just a straight movie. Something that takes a little study and understanding to follow exactly where everything's going with it. I don't mean in the sense that you're going to be lost in the movie, but to fully appreciate and understand the sentiments they're trying to portray.
And I will repay those who hate me. O Lord, raise me to thy right hand and count me among thy saints.
And I am reminded on this holy day of the sad story of Kitty Genovese. As you all may remember, long time ago, almost 30 years ago, this poor soul cried out for help time and time again, but no person answered her calls. Though many saw, no one so much as called the police. They all just watched as Kitty was being stabbed to death in broad daylight. They watched as her assailant walked away. Now, we must all fear evil men. But there is another kind of evil which we must fear most, and that is the indifference of good men.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, but that opening scene that kind of gives you the layout of where the characters get their build. It like pulls you in immediately. That's like the best way to like start something off. I feel like for that kind of a play, because I mean it's not as much to do with the religion part as it is to do with vigilantism, vengeance against evil.
Yeah.
And just not standing idly by while bad things are happening around you.
Yes, that's
what I mean. It's more about
do.
that kind of an idea. Unfortunately, because it's called the bystander effect. Because you expect somebody else to always do something. This is the story of two brothers that decided we're not going to be the bystanders.
We're going to do something.
That's the preface for it. Yeah, exactly. So it's a pretty solid thing about that. But yeah, look at that. A young Norman Reedus, damn near 20-something years old. That's crazy. He looks so young there. Dude, he's in multi-million-dollar video games now, too. He was in Death Stranding. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was aware.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. They modeled him for Death Stranding and used his likeness. And, yeah, it is. So, yeah, he's like a big deal now. Back in the day, he was this little kid.
He's done his films.
And yeah, the voice that was talking over the choir in the beginning before they started the stuff was Billy Connolly.
Yeah.
Which you've talked about, Crew. Billy Connolly, what a legend of an actor he is. And you said yourself that's probably the best performance in the film.
Yeah.
I might have to agree. It's either him or Willem Dafoe.
It's definitely a battle between the two
legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two legendary actors, but I have to agree. Billy Connolly blew it away here.
Definitely. And it's also, from the beginning, for those that are not familiar with how the films are made, that everything has a blueprint or a ingredient, as they say. It's in everything. That any form of entertainment, you have to have building blocks in order for it to make sense. So this church opening as that just them walking out and then lighting the fag up with they've got matching lighters.
Dude, yeah, they're literally identical. Wearing the
Yeah.
same coat, same shirt, same glasses. But as we said, on one hand the brother has Veritas, on the other hand the brother has Aquatus, which is truth and justice. And the religious component's really not relevant.
Yeah.
It's just their reason to stop being a bystander. You know?
Yeah, you have to have some form
Because
of backing.
motivation
Yeah.
is some epiphany motivational time to realize, yeah, we're done here. And that's actually kind of coupled with Krugsy's clip that you said you were going to do for the beginning. The next, the double clip.
Yeah, this was my
Because,
original
that one, yes, because that's where they heard this speech and they took it to heart from the Monsignor, but they didn't take it into action until Krugsy's clip.
Yeah.
I've got some very bad news. I'm going to have to close down the bar. Well, the Russians are buying up buildings all over the town.
You know he's going to the week's end, right? You don't have to be hard asses, do you?
Yeah, it's St. Paddy's Day. Everyone's Irish tonight.
Mm.
Why don't you just pull up a stool and have a drink with us?
This is no game. If you won't go, we will make you go.
Her face looks like an egg. Fuck you doing?
Już było совсем веспия, ja?
Boys, что на это раз везет? Просто шук. Суити нам шет ваня.
He can take care of himself.
Oh,
Dude, what a bar fight. Where's the crossbow? Not going to need it.
you make me laugh so much
Yeah, that was gold. Yeah, because that's Norman Reedus, and Willem Dafoe. He played, the Green Goblin, a bunch of dudes and stuff. He was the FBI agent, and Billy Connolly will make a hell of an appearance later. And dude, lots of crazy people are in this movie. You're like, why? It just happened, accident.
Oh man, just shows you.
Yeah, but
there was stuff from somewhere.
Exactly. Well, because this guy, there was Willem Dafoe said in the beginning clip, Troy Duffy was just a bartender who just really liked movies and worked near Hollywood. That's it. Dude, y'all got to start somewhere. Take your shot, man. You never know. Because that's crazy though. Yeah, great pick on that clip, the bar fight. I love it.
I love a good bar fight. And you'll probably see a lot more in other films that I pick because that's because normally you go to a bar and I've only ever seen 2 bar fights in my life. And to be honest, when you're in it, you kind of think, oh shit, I hope I don't get dragged into this. When you're watching it from on the screen, it's cool. They have cool. A normal bar fight is boring. It's mainly like a little cat fight than anything. And then it's real on the screen on the film.
Usually,
I've not really,
but not always.
No,
not always. Every once in a while, bar fights go a little aggressive like this because hey, you started it, I'll finish it.
Special.
And that's
St.
kind of the
Patrick's
attitude
Day.
they took. It's St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish. And I just pull up a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So like he started it and then punched their friend. Okay, he shouldn't have said that about his mother. But that's the thing. They make a lot of not so correct statements in the movie. You just got to
Yeah.
laugh about it and realize it's satire. It's a movie. But this next clip that's about to come up actually proves that this is relevant on why, like we were saying, they got their motivation from the Monsignor speech coupled with this scene to go do the rest of the movie and what they did with their vigilantism. Because yeah, I mean, every once in a while, bar fights do go to the extreme.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of.
Yeah, no, I mean, probably American bar fights probably more cooler than our ones. Especially where I live, it's mainly just like, oh, let's take this outside, and you get outside, and then they're both so drunk they just start stumbling over. It's like watching an heavyweight fight where they just like hug each other, and then do a little grapple down to the floor, and then that's it. They're just on the floor. Just,
Yeah, that's.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Well,
I want to see like you punch each other in the head and things like that. And then don't happen. I get angry.
Well, because you guys get too drunk, I guess. I don't know because if you're too drunk, the fights are just funny.
Yeah,
They're hilarious. They're comedy, dude. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but
Fun
I don't
fact,
like
though,
when they say they're saying it's going to happen. They go, oh, well, yeah, we're going to knock each other out, and then it goes nowhere. My brain wants to see what you've
Well-
said. My brain wants to see it.
Put your money where your mouth is. Damn it! Now I gotta go knock you out for giving me false hope on a fun night. Now I'm feeling disappointed. You're getting hit for that. Yeah, no, that's funny.